use their teachings to build my business. He doesn't know it, or maybe he does, I don't know, but he is secretly my mentor. I learned so much from his teachings, and I got an opportunity to listen to his training physically when he was here in 2018 in South Africa. And he is a brilliant speaker. He is a brilliant teacher. Not only that, he was previously in the global leadership team in the Forever World. He is highly recognized and well-known and highly respected. He's a country manager of Tanzania, overseeing over 5 countries. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about none other than Mr. ENOS SALEMA, a Sapphire manager in the business. Please, wherever you are, in the comments, just welcome him. Let's clap hands wherever you are. Let's welcome this gentleman. I cannot wait to learn from him. I've got my notepad. I've got my pen. I am ready to learn. Let's welcome Mr. ENOS SALEMA. Yay! Over to you.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, wow. What an honor.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
I see you're in the office, sir.
That's not so good. I should be at home chilling in a nice cozy sofa.
No, because of you. That is why the CCs in Tanzania are up. So we are excited.
I don't want to take all the credit. I'm not taking all the credit, only a little bit of those. Kumo, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the very, very wonderful introduction. Thank you so much for the appreciation. I truly, truly appreciate. And one amazing, crazy thing about Forever is the people that we look up to, and we don't know, but they're secretly also looking at us. I'm looking at you as well. I get a lot of energy and inspiration when I look at your work ethic, when I look at what you do, when I go to your page, and I'm not just talking about the nice car, I'm talking also about the way you are actually running your business. So it's really, really great to be able to share this platform here with you. And I think we should really, in a way, not totally, but in a way, we should really thank the pandemic, because it has opened up all these possibilities. And as crazy as I might sound, and I'm not trying to say that I'm grateful for something such bad. No. But I'm just saying, behind every challenge, I mean, if you look just behind it, you'll actually see that there's always a silver lining on every cloud. So yeah, fantastic. And congratulations, everybody, for making it here. And I hope we are all super, super ready and excited for the next 90 minutes. Maybe there'll be 90 minutes, maybe there'll be less, maybe there'll be more, who knows? It will all depend on how things are going. But all in all, what I really want to make sure that we do today, yes, I have prepared things that I'm going to share, but I also want to be able to have an opportunity where I can address some of your questions. I know we have people here in the meeting that are coming from different levels. We have people that are very experienced. We have those that are not so experienced. And I'm sure somewhere along the way, if we can do like a Q&A, definitely it can help us in one way or the other in making sure that we don't miss out on anything that the people listening today want to hear about, all right? And if I'm not mistaken, I can start right away.
Yes, please. Please go ahead.
Okay, fantastic. Now, let me look at the chat. I just want to make sure that everybody is ready for this meeting. That if you're ready for this meeting, if you're ready to have, yes, some fun, maybe to be pushed a little bit, maybe you'll get some light bulb moments, who knows? I want you to put on the comment there on the chat, I want you to put some fire. I want you to put some, I am ready. Put it there. You need to vibe up yourself, as a matter of fact. That's the way life is. I mean, you should wake up in the morning, and sometimes you don't need to get any vibe from anyone. Look at yourself in the mirror and vibe yourself up. And then that's the energy which you'll be emitting to everybody that you meet. And that energy will actually cause you to, in one way or the other, you'll just find yourself meeting the right people. You'll find yourself meeting people that are going hand in hand with what is it that you want to achieve and where you want to reach with your business. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. So fantastic. I think now I'm fully ready for the sharing. So thank you so much once again, and greetings from the amazing Tanzania. As you all know, Tanzania is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. And for Africa, we have the tallest mountain and we have serious national parks. I really laughed. I remember it was 2016. We went for a game drive in South Africa. And I was looking at people from the Europe, and they were like so excited to see, buffaloes, like 2-3 animals. And I'm looking at them like, you guys are excited to see buffaloes at a game drive. You need to do a game drive in Tanzania. So I know Tanzania is an amazing country. And I'm saying that because I know we have lots of people here from South Africa. And for one reason or another, I don't even know why our national anthems are so similar, why our flags are so similar. I think we have all something in common. And today we have this amazing business that is putting all of us together, and is creating a playing field where everybody has the potential and the opportunity to go as far as they want, as fast as they want. Really, you get to decide. And when I think about that, just me saying that, I'm trying to imagine that, and it's even giving myself goosebumps and challenges like, hey, I'm in a business that's giving me an opportunity to go as far as I want, as fast as I want. You get to decide. And at the same time, as much as Forever is an amazing business and it has transformed the lives of so many people, at the same time, why is it that we have people in Forever that are not really doing enough? Why is it that we have people in Forever that are not really, I would say, enjoying Forever? I would say not really getting the true benefits of Forever. Why is it that we're in the same business and the same products, same marketing plan, the potential is the same? I mean, 2 FBOs might be in the same city, even under the same upline, attending the same trainings. It's like they're always there together. And why is it still some make it really big and some don't? And even worse, why is it some even quit along the way? Why some cannot even hold on to get to their goals and their dreams? And why is it we have people that are still holding on to Forever? They're still, I would say, showing up. It's not like they have completely stopped the business. No, they're still showing up, but they're not really making it big. And I know you know what I mean when I say they're not making it really big. Maybe they don't miss out on 2cc, 3cc's, 4cc's once in a while, but they don't really make it big. They don't really get that extra, jump in their business, extra leap in their business that takes them to a whole new level. Why is it that we have people that are not really living the Forever lifestyle? Why is it that we have FBOs and maybe these FBOs, the reason why they joined Forever was because of that lifestyle, was because of what they saw is possible with Forever. And why is it they're not there yet? And I'm not talking about people who have just joined in 1 or 2 months. No, I'm talking about people that have been there for some time. I'm talking about an FBO who has been in the business for a year and is not yet a manager. Let me just start there. An FBO who has been there for a year and is not yet a manager. Because if you ask me, and I'm not saying this to mean if you've taken more than a year to get to manager, you've made, you're making mistakes. No. I'm saying that's something to question. That's something to think about. We last month or so, we've had an opportunity to have amazing visitors in Tanzania, like one of the top leaders in the forever world. There's Philip, Rita, and Claudia. These are diamond managers, and they are 10K GLT. I think Philip Rita had the third or the fifth, if I'm not mistaken, third or the fifth biggest chairman's bonus check last year. They've been here in Tanzania, and they've been here for a couple of months. And they are also here with their downlines who are actually Sapphire managers. And these Sapphire managers, they go to Sapphire in 3.5 years. 3.5 years they go to Sapphire. And that brings the question, why is it an FBO can remain as an assistant supervisor for a year? And I'm not trying to torment FBOs who are assistant supervisors right now. I'm not trying to make assistant supervisors feel bad. No, I understand everyone's journey is different and everyone can go at their pace. I totally get that. And there is no rule or formula that you must get to a certain level in a certain period of time. But, you know, hey, we have to face the reality. We have to be constantly looking at where are we? Where are we coming from? Are the things that I'm doing, able to take me where I want to go? You know, the title of this session was, it had top. And because they said time with the top, then I'm thinking, I don't want to talk things that will make you average in this business. I don't want to talk things that will make you just feel good, like, okay, I'm okay, I'm not so bad. I don't want to talk such things. No, I want to go, sorry a second. Sorry, I was fixing something. Yeah, so I don't want to talk to people that, no, I want to talk to everyone, but I don't want to make you comfortable being average. I don't want you to be comfortable being just okay. I want you to challenge yourself a little bit more and say, what if I can do better? What if I can go much, much further? What if I can go a little bit faster? We all know, everybody says, and we all agree, money loves what? Money loves speed. So I'm thinking, when we join the business, it's exactly like what you're seeing now, the slide you're seeing. It's blank, it's white. There's nothing on it. There is no story. You've just joined. Your story is just beginning. And you are the one to decide what to put on that white plain PowerPoint slide. You're the one to decide what to put on it. You are the one to decide how you want your story to be. And how your story is going to be is 100%, I can tell you, it's 100%, or maybe not 100. Let me rephrase that, not 100. Let me say 95%. Is 95% dependent on you. It's not 95 dependent on the people around you, because sometimes we say the people around us are letting us down. No, they're only contributing 5% to whether you're going to make it or you're going to fail. 95% is from you. Your sponsor, your upline, only 5%. 95% is from you. And you know why I have the guts to say that? Because I've sponsored hundreds of people. And I believe I can coach someone, I can guide someone, I can lead someone, I can work with someone. So if it was 95% the sponsor, then I would have been Centurion Diamond Manager right now with 100 managers directly to me. If it was 95% about me, no. I only do 5%. 95% comes from the person. 95% is from you. Your team, when you think about your team, you know, when you think about your team, I always like to take you back to football. If a team keeps losing, they never tamper with the players. Never. The first thing they do is they fire the coach. Now, in Forever, we're never going to fire you. You'll never get fired from forever because your team is not doing well, but you will feel the fire. You will feel the fire. So 95% of how your team is going to perform is dependent on you. And I know that's kind of a crisscross statement, that my performance, 95% depends on me, not my upline, and not even my team. You know why I say that? Because how your team is going to be, how on fire your team is going to be, how effective your team is going to be, it depends on you. They say you'd rather have an army of sheep led by a lion. That army of sheep led by a lion, it can defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. And you are the captain of that sheep. You are the captain of the team. And you get to decide then the temperature. You get to decide the excitement, the energy level in your team. You get to decide all of that. And because you're the one who is deciding all of that, then I want you to take it upon you that in order for me to build a massive business, it's 95% from me. 5% will come from all the other things which you probably cannot control. But guess what? You control the biggest percentage, the 95%. So right now, as we are speaking, we are 90 people now in the meeting. Some of you are preferred customers, some of you are managers, different levels. We are 90 people. All the 90 of you amazing people right now, you have a blank canvas in front of you, and that's what you're seeing there. And you have the power. Can you believe that? You have the power to decide what you want to have drawn on that canvas. You get to decide. Now, why is it some make it big, some don't make it big? I can tell you the first thing is the mindset. It starts with the mindset. And by the mindset, I mean, do you believe that you can make it? Do you believe that you can make it? And before even believing, are you even thinking about being there? And let me confess something here, guys. I'm going to confess something not so good, but I'm going to confess. I do not remember. I don't remember when was the last time I was dreaming, like seriously dreaming about becoming a diamond manager. I do not remember when was the last time. That dream was never there. And I would see diamond manager on every forever material. I would see it. I would hear of diamond managers and get excited. Wow, these guys are diamond managers. But I was never dreaming about becoming a diamond manager. I was never dreaming about it. Let alone planning for it. Planning is a whole, different thing. Putting a strategy for it is a whole different thing. Just dreaming about it. Now, we are in a business that we get flashes of possibilities. Flashes of possibility. Ego manager will be flashed right in front of you like, hey, you can be an ego manager. Hey, you can be a manager. Hey, you can be a chairman's bonus qualifier. Hey, you can earn $400,000 as a chairman's bonus check. We've seen our top in Africa, the Selekus, within 6 years. Within 6 years, guys, #1 in Africa. You get a flash of that. Now, is your mind conceiving that? Or is it rejecting that? The number one reason why we have 80% of FBOs not making it big in this business, it starts with their mindset. They are not even dreaming about that. And I'm not saying they don't see it. We see it, but they're not dreaming about it. And why I'm saying it's been years, I was not dreaming about becoming a diamond manager. That means that is something of the past. This year in September, in October, this year in October, the 24th of October to be precise, I got an opportunity to sit with a diamond manager for a very long time. And after that meeting, the dream of becoming a diamond manager was deeply rooted inside of me. It was made alive. Okay, should I say it was made alive? Because it was not perhaps there. So it didn't like die and then it was made alive. It was reborn. It was not even born, it was born. the dream of becoming a diamond manager. So the dream came. And when the dream came, then my mind started racing. Like, wow, I want this. I want to go for this. I want to achieve this. Then I started, attaching some more exciting things into it so that I can get not just my mind thinking about going diamond, but also my heart and my soul and every being of me wanting to be a diamond manager. So the number one reason why most FBOs don't make it so big is the mindset. What is it that right now you are seriously dreaming about? I mean, let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest, leaders. We are great. This meeting is not about a chit chat to just, hype each other. No, we want to really help you get inside of you and realize the possibilities that are right in front of you, and you have the power to actually make them come to reality. What is it that you are truly dreaming about right now? What is it that you look at and you say, oh my gosh, I must achieve this? What is it? The mindset. And then we have people that don't make it big because of their work ethic. Yep, that's like red serious work ethic. Am I really pushing the business? Am I really working the business? Am I someone that can go an extra mile? Am I someone that people look at and say, wow, this person works hard? Am I that person? And, I don't even want to blow their trumpets, but at this point, I really want to salute Veronica and Kumo for this amazing work ethic that they're demonstrating. The number of meetings that they're doing. They went to Namibia and they did some amazing stuff there. The focus that they have right now on the business, that shows these are people that are ready to push the business. And I'll tell you, it's a blessing. If you have leaders right now that are ready to work, that are ready to push, I'm telling you, it's a blessing. If you have leaders that are not ready to put in the work ethic, that means you have got to be the leader very fast. But let's forget about all these people. Let me talk to you, my friend, my dear brother and sister, my fellow FBO. Are you feeling, when you go to sleep at night, do you feel like a winner? Do you feel like you gave it your best that day? Do you feel like you really worked yourself almost to the limit? Do you feel that? Do you get migraines at some point because of being overworked? Do you get to a point where you say, I need royal jelly, my mind cannot even think? Do you get to that point? The work ethic, it's vital, because if you're not ready to put in the effort into the work, the mind might be dreaming fantastic, and we have people that are good at that. They can visualize the possibilities, but hey, is this person putting in the activities? And you need to know what are the best activities to do for someone that wants to grow the business, which brings us to the third thing, the strategies. The strategy. If you have your mind ready, is thinking big, dreaming big, believing that I can get there. It starts with dreaming and then it goes to believing. It starts with dreaming, then it goes to believing. I mentioned this, I think, yesterday on the ego training, and I'm gonna, Les Brown was saying the biggest challenge he had was not to get to the level of success that he has right now. He's super successful, Les Brown. If you don't know Les Brown, then I think you're the problem if you don't know Les Brown. So Les Brown is like super successful. And he said the biggest challenge was not even him achieving the success. No, the biggest challenge was him believing that he can achieve that success. The mindset. If that is ready to push, if that is ready to put in, then comes the work ethic. And then lastly, the strategy. Now, sometimes as FBOs, we overthink about the strategy. We overthink about what is it that needs to be done? What is it that we need to plan? What is it that we need to make sure is in place? We overthink about the strategy. And when the strategy is done, we do very little, very little. Our work ethic is like very, very small. But for you to achieve massive success, it starts with the mindset. And then it must be coupled with serious, crazy work ethic. And in order for you to make sure that you are building a successful business, you can't, run around like a headless chicken. No, there has to be a strategy. Like, what am I focusing on right now? What are the most important activities right now in accordance to my dream and the goals that I have right now? I remember there was one year, I don't remember which year was that. We sat down with Jane Leach and she asked us about our goals. So then we shared our goals. Actually, no, my sponsor shared the goals. And Jane Leach looked at the goals and said, these goals are contradicting. And I say, what? Goals are contradicting? I've never heard that goals can contradict. He said, yeah, these goals are contradicting because when you're working on this goal, the strategy you put on working for this goal is definitely going to cause you not to work on this goal. So why is that important? It means if I don't have a proper strategy, then the goals that I have will not come to pass. I will not be able to achieve the goals that I have. I will not be able to smash them. But of course, you must first dream. You must first dream. And I'm not talking about seeing, I'm talking about really connecting to that goal and that dream. Like the way I've connected to Diamond Manager now. It's like never before, I'm telling you. And the deadline we've given ourselves, crazy, even scared to mention here, 2024, to smash our Diamond Manager. Next year, inshallah, God willing, we get done with Diamond Sapphire, and then we go for Diamond Manager. We are connected to that goal, to those goals. We want to go smash them. It starts here, but it must also go to the work. It must go to the work. It must then be followed by a proper strategy. I know as ENOS right now, my time now is not like the way it was 3 years ago. Now my time is split between being a country sales manager and being a full-time FBO. So now I'm like a I'm like a part-time, not really part-time because I still have a lot of freedom as a country sales manager, but still I have time that I have to put in as a country sales manager. So I need to develop strategies that will work for me so that I can achieve those goals. So the mindset, my leaders, the work ethic, and then put in the strategy. And one key book that I once read that really, really opened my mind called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This is a book that was, 15 million copies sold. Amazing. I can highly encourage you because remember, in order for you to achieve the success that you want, 95% comes from you. 5% comes from the people around, the sponsor, how effective your forever country is and all of that. That's just 5%. 95% is from you. And that means you need to be super effective in building a business. And if you go to the 7 habits of highly effective people, these are actually the 7 habits. There is be proactive, begin with the end in mind, put first things first, think win-win. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Synergize, sharpen the soul. Look at these 7 habits and tell me, do you know of any amazing leader that you admire that is not doing these things? Do you know of any? 2010, Forever East Africa announced to everyone that, guys, we are about to close Forever Burundi. And if anybody is interested to expand there, go and expand. We became proactive, me and somebody in the team called Vincent. We were proactive. Proactive meaning you don't wait for everything to be ready. We went to Burundi and now the whole of Burundi is in our team, being proactive. But let me talk more about beginning with the end in mind, because I believe that is something that will really get you focused. That is something that will really get you focused. And when you don't have the end in mind, when you don't have the end in mind, when you are not seeing where you want to arrive, when you are not seeing where you want to be in the next 12 months, in the next 3 years, I would say at least 12 months to 3 years. I can understand. I'm not really encouraging you, but I can understand if you don't have clarity of where you'll be in the next 10 years. I can understand. But the next 1 year, no, that one I don't understand. That one is plain wrong. And if I want to make it big in forever, I need to learn the habits that people who are making it big have. And one of the habits that all super successful people have is they begin with end in mind. They're already thinking about what will be happening. You know, speaking about the same, you know, sometimes we are just blessed to meet people that inspire us and show us where we can get better. And sometimes when they're showing us where we can get better, it even makes us feel like, how can I be so dumb not to think about this? And I get those moments a number of times. So right now we've had an opportunity, as I said in the beginning, to see some of the highly effective, top performing FBOs in the world working their business, building their business, seeing what they're doing, and looking at what they're doing. These guys, they're beginning with the end in mind. Right now, they're already thinking about, okay, the big team we're going to build in Tanzania. They only recruited one person, but they're thinking about the big team we're going to recruit in Tanzania. What kind of a system do we want to have in place so that when we have this big team, they all know the steps to follow in building the business, beginning with the end in mind. So where do you want to arrive in your business? Where do you want to go? And at least by the end of 2022, at least by the end of 2000, that's about 12 months from now, it has to be clear in your mind. And you know what? You can go look for this. There's an audio actually that Stephen Covey made for network marketing professionals. That's called 7 Habits of Highly Effective Network Marketing Professionals. If you go read it, if you go listen to that, you know, you can even find PDFs of it online. If you go listen to that, I mean, it's powerful. It will enlighten you as a network marketing professional. What is it? What do you have to do when we talk about being proactive in network marketing? I mean, think about habit number 4, think win-win. If you'd ask me now, Enos, what advice can you give me when it comes to building a team? Before you even think about how effective you can be or how smart you can be, how amazing you can be in coaching and training, and how good you are at showing your team how to reach it. Before you think about all of these things, because none of these things will work if you are not in good relationship with your team. And what kills relationships most in network marketing is when somebody is not thinking win-win, is when I am not thinking win-win with my team, is when I'm getting my team to do things which are win-lose. I'm winning and they're losing, but they don't seem like that when they were actually happening, but I know they are losing and I'm winning. Think win-win. Imagine, synergize. How do you work together to make sure that everybody benefits more? If you want to understand synergy, you know, 1 + 1 is 2. But with synergy, 1 + 1 is 3, is not 2. It means together, you create something bigger and better than what you could have if each and every one of you was alone. Habit number 7, sharpening the saw. If you're not sharpening the saw, all of you on this meeting right now, you are sharpening the saw. You are getting reminders. You are getting yourself much, much more effective and laser focused on what is it that you should do in order for you to build a huge business, in order for you to get to the top. And being to the top, sometimes it's not necessary to be number 1 in your country. It's not necessarily that, but to be at the top of your goals. If my goal is to buy a car, I'm going to smash it. I'm on top of it. If my goal is to get out of debts, I'm smashing them. I'm on top of it. If I want to buy an amazing villa, you know, I'm smashing it. I'm on top of it. The 7 habits of highly effective people. The more effective you are, the better you're going to perform. And definitely the bigger the business will be. And all of these things here, all of these things, they help you with getting your mind ready for success. Because getting your mind ready for success is vital. It's crucial. Very, very important. Remember, you need to start dreaming it, and then you believe. And then once you believe, it shouldn't end there. Once you believe, let's go. Take it a step further. Put in the work. Sweat for it. Because nothing worthwhile was built without tears and sweat. Nothing. Everything you are admiring right now, every big business you're admiring right now was built with tears and sweat. And I know for my fellow men, it won't be tears literally going down your cheeks, but it will be tears inside of you. We've all had those tears. We have all had moments where we say, wow, this is tough. I really believed I was going to smash it and it did not happen. But you kept on pushing the business. You kept the work ethic. But again, you have your strategy. You are on track. You are following up on things. You are looking at what is working, what is not working. You are looking at the fact that right now, social media is booming and there's no way you're going to miss out social media strategies in building your business. We have the possibilities to achieve whatever it is that we want. And talking about that right now where we are, November, this month of November, guys, is one of the most important months. We are about to finish November, right? I would say not just November, November and December. These are critical times in your business. What you do in November and December, I assure you, will determine how your 2022 is going to be. You know why? You know why? Because what you do in November and December will determine how you're going to start your January. Whether you're going to start your January in momentum or you're going to start your January low. And if you start your January low, this is what happens. When you start to put in the activities, you expect massive results from the activities in 6 to 8 weeks. That's when you can expect massive results from the activities. So if you are low November, you are low December, come January, you start putting in the activities 6 to 8 weeks. That means we are talking about after February, that's when you're starting getting the results. So it's like you have not maximized, I don't want to say wasted, but you have not maximized the whole first quarter of 2022. So we are at critical time right now. The time that we're in right now is literally, it's a bridge. It's a bridge between closing and starting. What you're doing now will give you double benefits. If you'll choose to push, if you'll choose to put in the work ethic, if you will choose to be strategic, if you will choose to believe more on the possibilities, these remaining 2 months, now it's not even 2 months, 1 month and 1 week, if you will choose to be super focused and push, if you will choose to do that, guess what? You're going to close 2021 strongly. But even better, I'm saying even better because that's the most important thing. You're going to start 2022 with a bang. And you want to start your 2022 with a bang. We are at very critical time right now. This is the time where you need to sit down and say, what is my end in mind? Where do I want to end this year? If you have been in the business for more than 1 year, if you end forever in 2019, this is the time for you to go check how many, in 2020, how many CCs did you do total in 2020? Can you beat them so that you make sure this year you do better than last year? Look at the number of people you recruited. I always go and check the preferred customer CCs on yearly basis. I always check that number. And this is the best time for you to go check. This is the best time for you to go check. I checked in 2020, 2020, how many did I recruit? 2021, how many? If you feel like you are a little bit below, then you know for a fact you have got a month to work like crazy. That's why we say you need to believe it. You need to put in the work ethic and you need to be strategic. Being strategic means paying attention and looking at the critical things that you know, if I focus on these, it's gonna give me the growth that I want for my business. Being strategic. And throughout up to now, and probably until the end of this training, it won't be a lot of go do this activity, go do this activity. No, it's more of you understanding that you are in charge of your business. You are in charge of your business. And when you're in charge, even when things are not working out, you're not going to wait for anyone to come and rescue. No, you're going to go and call for help. You'll go and call for help. You look for people that can assist you. You look for who can I, benefit from? Who can I learn from? Where can I go and tap into so that I get the knowledge that I'm looking for right now? It's vital. We're at critical time right now, leaders. Leaders, now is the time for you to think about how you're closing the year and how you want your 2022 to be. And if you talk about and think about where you're going right now, if you think about where you want to end in 2022 and 2021, beginning with first dreaming and then going into believing, there are things which are, for me, for anybody who wants to get to the top of your goals, top of your dreams, top of the things you want to achieve, anybody who wants to get to those top, you have to understand and learn how to maximize this opportunity. You have to understand that. Because if you don't know how to maximize forever, you are missing out a lot. You know, let me share something. If you talk about maximizing forever, when we got to Sapphire Manager, long time ago, we became Sapphire Manager, I think in 2015. We went years without qualifying for gem bonus. Years, guys. We got to Sapphire and then we were not qualifying for gem bonus. Now, for those who don't understand, when you get to Sapphire Manager, if you qualify for gem bonus, you get an extra 1% from everything in terms of bonus, from everything that your managers do, you get an extra 1%. When we started to qualify for gem bonus, every month, we would make between $2,000 to $2,500 every month just from gem bonus, just from gem bonus. That means if there was a year that passed without us qualifying for gem bonus, that year we lost $2,000 on monthly basis. That's $24,000 by the end of the year, guys. $24,000 lost just because we did not qualify for gem bonus. Now we qualify every month, not now, for quite some time. Every month we qualify. So we're enjoying that bonus. But this is what I mean by maximizing on the forever opportunity. You have to know where the money is, guys. You have to know, what should I do? How should I build my business to make sure that I make the most money? To make sure that if I'm an assistant supervisor, let me be the richest assistant supervisor. Let me make the most. When I get to supervisor, let me make the most. When I become manager, let me make the most. You got to be in control of that. You need to have that in your mind, that I want to always be the best paid amongst the FPOs in whatever level that I am in. And if you want to learn how to maximize forever, and I know this is not even something new, but again, how many times did I see diamond managers flashing in front of my face, but I never took that and kept it in my mind and say, this is my goal now. This is my dream. If you want to maximize forever, use the products, become a product of the product, share the products. When you share the products, you make money. You'll get to sell, you'll get your retail profit. It's fantastic, it's awesome. Share the opportunity. When you share the business, you start to build a team. And then don't end there. Don't end there. Remember, we're talking about maximizing. This is a talk with a top leader, right? So let's talk about how do you become on top of this thing called Forever Living Products. Don't just end there. Make sure you never miss your 4CC. I can tell you, if you are an assistant supervisor and you're missing out on 4CC, oh my gosh, you are losing out a lot. There's a lot of money, passing right in front of your hands. Every month you're losing that. You have to maximize. If you're a supervisor and you're not doing 4CC, oh, you are the biggest loser, because you're not even earning from your assistant supervisor. I mean, how sad is that? But then again, what is the fifth thing? Because there are 5 things if you want to maximize on forever. And the 5th thing is go for incentives. Go for incentives. That's the 5th thing. Now, if you look at those 5 things on how to maximize on the forever opportunity, you realize there is no position there, right? There's no position. There's no position. Because if you talk about maximizing this opportunity, at the end of the day, we talk money. We talk money, guys. And nothing will earn you more money than you going for incentives. And of course, if you talk about incentives, the most important incentive we have in Forever is without a doubt, Ego Manager. Now, let me pause here for a second, because I know you have seen this slide hundreds and hundreds of times. It has flashed in front of you. The big question is not whether you have seen this before or not. The big question is not whether you've heard about Ego Manager before or not. The big question is, have you gotten to a point where you are dreaming about becoming an Ego Manager? Are you there? Are you at that point right now or not yet? I hope and pray you are at that point. Are you on that point right now where you are dreaming Ego Manager? Are you there? I don't know. You know better. You know better. I know there on the chat, if I say right now, if you're going for Ego Manager, put some fire, we'll get lots of fires. I know that. But I want you to ask yourself, deep inside of yourself, have you taken Ego Manager as one of the goals you're working on next year? And this is not a goal to think about 2023. No, this is a goal for 2022, because we still have 5 months, as a matter of fact, more than 5 months, to get ourselves ready for Ego Manager. I mean, when I think about that, it's just giving me that feeling where I wish I could be able to get into people's minds and people's hearts and take Ego Manager and stick it there. Because I know once you start dreaming Ego Manager, then you start believing Ego Manager, then you start putting in the work, then you say, guys, show me the strategies. You'll be shown the strategies and you're going to go smash it. But it starts with you first, taking it in and saying, this is mine now. And you know, if you want to go for Ego Manager, like for sure, you want to smash Ego Manager, without a doubt, finish your manager by April. Finish your manager by April. You finish your manager by April, you're going to smash it. But again, I'm going to pause here because I know you've seen this slide, this same slide, more than once. The big question is it still something that's just being flashed in front of your face? Or have you gotten to a point whereby when you see this slide, you say, this is me in the future. I'm going for this, like deep down, like from deep down, your soul, your heart, your stomach, even your kidneys, deep down. Have you taken this? Because that's vital, that's important. Because if you haven't taken it, then your mind won't be ready to work towards it. Then you won't even get a feeling of, I need strategies. And even if you'll be shown strategies, I promise you, you won't have the energy to put in the work because it's not there in the mind. Are you seeing yourself going for Ego Manager? Have you realized how important Ego Manager is and how Ego Manager opens up everything for you? You know, Ego Manager is like the unlocking incentive. You know, we say go for incentives, right? But Ego Manager is the unlocking incentive. When you go for Ego Manager, it opens up everything else. Ego Manager will open up Forever to drive for you. Ego Manager will open up you moving up the marketing plan. Ego Manager will open up chairman's bonus for you. Ego Manager will one day make you a Sapphire Manager. And when you become an Ego Sapphire Manager, a Sapphire Ego Manager, when you become a Sapphire Ego Manager, you are exempted from having to qualify for gem bonus, but you keep getting the gem bonuses. You see the way Ego Manager is there to help you achieve everything else in Forever. That's why if you cannot focus or think about many things in Forever, just focus on one major thing: Ego Manager, Ego Manager. And you know, whenever I get an opportunity to speak with FBOs, whenever I get this opportunity, I know I'm speaking to people that want to make it big in Forever. I know I'm speaking to people that are serious. That's why you're on this meeting. I know it's late for you as well, where you are. I know you're on this meeting because you want to achieve something serious. And I'm telling you, you have no reason whatsoever to even start worrying or fearing that you can miss out on the coming ego manager. Guys, we can smash this. We can smash this, but it has to start with you first saying, I'm dreaming ego manager. I'm believing that I'm going to smash ego manager. Then the work ethic will come. Then the strategies will come, and you're going to achieve this. And you know, if I look at everything that we need to achieve, I mean, everything big we need to achieve in our business, in one way or the other, will require you to build your business in balance. And Forever has helped us. It has helped us. We have these 4 main things that we need to always be focusing on when we are building this business. We have recruitment, we have retention, we have productivity, and we have development. These 4 pillars, vital, crucial, super important. You need to pay attention to them. Am I recruiting? The people that I'm recruiting, am I retaining them? When I retain them, are they productive? If they're retained and they're productive, are they developing? Are they moving up the marketing plan? Are they going for incentives? And if I look at the 4 core, I'll tell you, taking you back to the 7 habits of highly effective people. If I look at the 4 core, on these 4 pillars, development is what we call begin with the end in mind. That at the end of the day, what you want to achieve is having people in your team that are qualifying for incentives and people in your team that are moving up the marketing plan. That's what you want to achieve at the end of the day. Remember Stephen Covey, begin with the end in mind. You know, I'm talking science now in building Forever, okay? Because I don't want you to be all random, okay? I want you to understand that the end result that I want is to have a team that's moving up the marketing plan and to have a team that is actually qualifying for incentives, right? That's what I want to achieve at the end of the day. And I know in order to have people moving up, in order to have people achieving incentives, they'll need to retail, they need to do all sorts of things, but beginning with the end in mind. That's what I want to achieve at the end. But also, one of the 7 habits is first things first. So I'm going to pick on that one. What is the first thing that you need to make sure you don't mess it up in order for you to achieve the end in mind that you have? The end in mind that you have is, I want to have a team that is moving up the marketing plan, and I want to have a team that is achieving incentives, that is qualifying for incentives. What is the first thing that has to happen in order for the end in mind to come to reality? And it's without a doubt, it's recruitment. And that's why, as much as these 4 core are all equally important, but the first one that's going to unlock the rest of the pillars, the first one that's going to start it all, putting first things first, is none other than recruiting. That's the first one that's going to unlock it all. But as you are recruiting, I want you to really get this, because when you get this, I'm telling you, you'll be excited. You'll feel like I'm in control. You know, when you are recruiting, the end in mind I have is I want to build a team, right? I don't just want to have people joining. I want to build a team that is doing what? A team that is moving up the marketing plan, and a team that is qualifying incentives. I want to build a team that is doing out. That is the reason why I'm recruiting. That's the reason why I'll toil, I'll work so hard, I'll go an extra mile to bring people into the business, because I know at the end of the day, I want to have a team that is, number 1, moving up the marketing plan. Number 2, smashing incentives. I want to have a team that is actually doing that. But it starts with recruiting. You know, recruiting is so important, but yet very few people are focusing on it. And you know why most people are failing to recruit? Remember the 3 things. The mindset. Few people are dreaming about recruiting. We have lots of FBOs who are only dreaming about retailing. It's like every part of their being is thinking about retailing. But in order for you to build a massive business, and that's why we're on this meeting today, guys, honestly, I can't be in a meeting and talk about building a small forever business. I'm not good at that. We can only talk about building a big business here. Recruiting has to be in your mind. I need to start dreaming recruiting, right? And then I need to go the step ahead and start believing about recruiting. So many times I tell people, recruiting is the easiest thing in forever. Much easier than retailing. Recruiting is so easy. And every time I say that, people are always looking at me like, ENOS, are you for real? Are you serious? Recruiting, you know? And just them thinking that way, it means their mind maybe is dreaming recruiting, but is not believing in recruiting. And that's why they find it so hard. So why are you not recruiting? Is it your mindset? Or maybe it's the work ethic. Maybe you're simply not putting in the activities. Maybe you are simply not adding new numbers into your contact list every day, because there has to be new numbers going into your contact list every day. Maybe you are not asking new people every day to take a look at the opportunity. Maybe it's the work ethic. Maybe you're not doing enough one-on-ones. Maybe you're not inviting enough people to the business presentations. That's the work ethic. Maybe you're not making follow-up to the people that you talk to. Maybe it's the work ethic that's costing you not to recruit. Or maybe you're lacking the strategy. That's why you are not recruiting effectively. Recruiting 1 to 2 people on a monthly basis throughout. That is recruiting effective. So why are you not recruiting? If we could do a poll right now and get you to ask, why do you think you're not recruiting? Is it more of mindset for you? Is it more of work ethic? Or is it more of a strategy? As a matter of fact, we can't do the poll as a poll, but can we put in the chat, please? Why do you feel you're not recruiting? Do you feel you're not recruiting because of the mindset? Or is it the work ethic? Or is it the strategy? Why are you not recruiting? I'm waiting to see that so that I know, where do most people fall? Where do you fall into? Why are you not recruiting? I see strategy, mindset, mindset. Hey guys, amazing leaders just walked in the office. Yeah. So work ethic, lacking consistency, strategy. I see a lot of strategy. I'm seeing a lot of strategy, I'm not recruiting because I'm not talking to enough people. Work ethic. Actually, I don't know how to put in action. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. I see. Okay. Self-doubt, fear. Okay. Fear, self-doubt, all that falls into the mindset. If I'm not believing that I can recruit, I'm not believing that I can help people grow, then recruiting is definitely going to be tough for me. It's going to be tough for me. Now, I'm going to share some of the, I would say, easy to follow and very obvious strategies that we need to put in place to make sure that we are actually recruiting. And I'm seeing a lot of strategy, and most of the times, if I'm to be very honest, most of the times it's not the strategy, most of the times, because recruiting is simple. What we need to do to recruit is simple. It doesn't need lots of brains when it comes to recruiting. I would say you need strategies when it comes to developing people. You know, I can understand you need some strategies there. Recruiting, not so much on strategy, you know? So why are you not recruiting? You know, you can't believe, but this is one of the mind blockage that's causing most people, especially those who are not managers yet. This is one of that which causes most people not to recruit. Being overconsumed with the retailing profit, being over-focused with the retailing profit, it's causing them not to think big enough. It's causing them not to go an extra mile and start building the team. And most of the time, people do that because they don't know what they're losing. And I like to remind you, recruiting, this is the first things first, all right? First things first is recruiting. It's the gateway skill. If this is not happening, it's like you are sure, like 100%, I'll never have a big business in forever. If I'm not recruiting, I'm sure 100%, I'm never, ever gonna make it big in forever if you're not recruiting. So this must happen. Is what unlocks everything else. This must happen, guys. I hope, I'm being as real as possible. That's how I am feeling right now. And that's how my mood is right now, especially because myself, I'm at a point where I'm like, a bit feeling like, damn, I gotta up my game, That's the mode that I am right now. And that's why I'm coming up maybe a little bit strongly, but maybe direct, because that's how I'm feeling right now. Okay, that's how I'm feeling. And I know that's what most people need anyways. And let me share with you a bit of my income. First year in the business. First January, the bonus was $51. This is 2007. Maybe none of you were in the business. Maybe Vera only was in the business. 2007, January, $51. And December, $4,000. So 1 year in the business, you move from $51 to $4,000. Wow, how does that happen? It can only happen if you're recruiting. Only happen if you're recruiting. $21,000 first year in the business. I know some of you have made twice of that first year in your business. Fantastic. Second year in the business, 2008, $54,000. 2008, $54,000. Third year in the business, 2009, $73,000, 2009. Now, what brought the increments is only the team. And if no recruitment, no team. The only way you can move from $51 to thousands and thousands of dollars a month is only if you are doing one major thing, recruiting. If that's not happening, then for sure, these things will never work, they'll never come to you. If I look at all the things people are achieving in the business, the nice cars and everything, I mean, the serious cars, that people are driving, they are all from only one major thing: recruitment, building the team. Recruitment, building the team. And remember, recruitment is the first thing first. Development, making sure your team is growing and achieving incentives. Very vital, guys. You have to be constantly with a magnifying glass. Look at how many people in my team are moving up. And FLP 360 helps you to create all those reports. How many people in my team are going for incentives? If you don't have a single person in your team going for ego manager, you are missing out a lot. And that's why if you're already a manager right now, the only thing that I'll advise you, not the only thing, but one of the most important thing I'll advise you right now is how many people will you have going for ego manager by May 2022? How many, guys? I mean, let's be damn real here, guys. Even if you are a manager now, you've lost your team, you can rebuild right now. And by May next year, you can have 2 people that are managers. You can have 1 person that's a manager. But you know what? In order for that to come to pass, number 1, it starts with the mindset. You need to start dreaming about it. Then you need to believe. Then the work ethic comes in place. Then the strategy. Right? All those 3 things must be there. All the amazing things people are achieving, the nice cars, nice houses. And I know if we were to show South African houses here, guys, the houses there people are owning are simply amazing. And I'm definitely going to buy one there because, I was Philip Ritter, I've spent quite some time with him, and he told us on the meeting that one of the reasons he just bought an amazing villa in Cyprus. As a matter of fact, he flew to Cyprus. He went to his home in Switzerland, then he's going to go to Cyprus to sign contracts and all of that. And he said one of the reasons why he's buying all these houses around the world is every year he hosts diamond retreats with his team. So he says he wants to be able to accommodate his team in his homes around the world. And I'm like, wow, that's a nice thing to dream about, right? That's a nice thing to start dreaming about. And I started saying, okay, ENOS, why don't you take your team to Dubai in your 6-bedroom villa? And next year, the other year, you take your team to Cape Town, you know, where you've bought some nice villa, maybe overlooking the Table Mountains. Start dreaming, and then believe, and then put in the damn work, and then look at the strategy that you're using, and voila, things come into place. They happen. The big checks, there's no way we're gonna get these big checks without first dreaming about them. We can't. I remember when we started, we would have the Rough Keeps checks. It was about 900,000 something, serious money. And then the Lino Barbosa's checks all over. And now we have checks of our own top leaders in Africa that we can look at and say, I want to go for them. Guys, none of these things will happen if 2 of the 4 core don't come into pass. Number 1, recruitment. Number 2, development. I promise you, them Selekus did not get this check by just recruiting. It started with recruiting, first things first, but the end in mind is developing a team that's going for incentives. They did chairman's bonus level 3. That means they had at least 6 people in the team that qualified for chairman's bonus. 6 people, 6 guys. I mean, how many people are in your country? Tanzania has 60 million people. I don't know how many in Kenya. I don't know how many in Namibia. I don't know how many in Botswana. I don't know how many in South Africa. And you only need 6. Only 6 to smash chairman's bonus, and you get level 3. This was our level 3 check. 6 people, only 6 people did it. Can't we find the 6 people? We can. So as we are recruiting, we have the end in mind. It's like you're kind of observing everyone that you are recruiting. Like, are you going to be among the 6? Are you going to be among those that will go manager? Because you need to have people in your team that are doing 2 things: moving up the marketing plan, and number 2, going for incentives. None of these big things will happen. You can never have residual income. Residual income is the income you get without having to put any effort. It's the income you get without doing that. No effort is required. It's like totally no effort. And last year we did a bit of numbers. We only looked at our businesses in 2 countries outside Tanzania. We took 2 of the countries outside Tanzania, and we realized last year we made, I'm going to confirm that figure. Last year, it was about 55,000 USD from 2 of the countries. We have small businesses in so many other countries. Some give us $300 every month, not so much. But we took income, bonus recaps from 2 countries, and the income from those 2 countries was 55,000. Now, 55,000 maybe is not so much, not crazy figure to really make you jump up and down, but this is residual income. This is income that you get without having to sweat for it. This is income you get without having to make any calls. Income you get without having to do meetings, without having to work, without having to do CISOs. This is true financial freedom. And none of these things can happen if you're not recruiting and if you don't have development in your mind. Because you know why? You know why we can get income without us being there? It's because we have leaders there. We have people that are independent. We have people that are able to stand on their own. And the only way you can be able to achieve that is if you are also focusing on what? You're also focusing on building and developing people. So recruitment is vital. Now, for those who mentioned strategy, you know, strategy sounds like something, you know, out of the moon. No, in Forever, when it comes to recruiting, this is the strategy, guys. You can be creative on how you are implementing this strategy, which is fantastic. But at the end of the day, this is the bottom line. You remember, first things first, beginning with the end in mind. Remember those? First thing first is I need to have a contact list. and I need to have that contact list, getting new numbers on daily basis. Is that something easy to do? Is it simple? I think it's simple, but not easy. Not easy because it will require you to have a state of mind that's saying, I need more people to talk to. First of all, I'm gonna be a blessing to these people, but on top of that, you need them. Remember, you're building a business, you need those people. And at some point, it's gonna be tough. And whenever it's tough, just remember, that's why you're paid. I mean, why would people pay you for something that is easy? Why would Forever pay you all those bonuses if it was so straightforward to get people to join the business? Why would they pay you? They could have just put up billboards and people joining straight. They know it's not easy. That's why we are paid. Whenever you get tension, and I get a number of times, I get, maybe frustrated with things. Whenever I get to a point, I feel like, okay, no, this is frustrating you. Right away, I make myself feel better. I say, oh, that's why I'm paid. That's why I'm paid well. We have containers from Tanzania that were supposed to arrive with products the 23rd of November. And those containers have been pushed ahead up to mid-December. And then I said, oh my gosh, I hate these things of no products, And then I said, no, this shouldn't frustrate you. That's why you get paid. Get creative. Think about what you can do to still keep the business. So whenever you face challenges, just remember, that's why you're getting paid. If it was so easy and straightforward, why should Forever pay you to do that? Get the contact list. Contact people every day. Share the opportunity. This is something like put it in your blueprint. Like it must happen for anyone that wants their business to grow. On weekly basis, you must do one-on-one presentations with 7 to 10 people. Now, let me make that very clear. It's one-on-one with 7 to 10 people, not just sharing the opportunity with 7 people. If I put 7 people in a group and I do like a group meeting with them, I'm telling you, 5 of them are probably not listening so well. You know that. It's totally different talking to 7 people around me versus 1 person. Now, that does not mean you shouldn't do group meetings. They are super effective, they're super important, but that means you should count that group meeting as 1 meeting. Count that as 1. If you count that, okay, I've already talked to 7 people. No, you were not talking to 7 people there. You were only talking to 1 person with 7 not listening. 6 not listening. That was 1 meeting. Because the quality of the talk you have with someone is what will bring the results that you're seeing on this slide. The quality you're going to have with someone. It's vital. Whenever I feel like I have someone that I really want to make sure I maximize, honestly, I don't even send them a video. I do an online one-on-one with them. It's like I'm doing a business presentation with them, one-on-one Zoom. I send a link, I run the one-on-one meeting with them. The quality, 7 to 10 people a week, guys. So what you need to do is to crack your mind and say, how in the world can I be able to meet 7 to 10 people a week? If you do that, 7 to 10 people a week, you will recruit. You will recruit. So in your mind, start dreaming recruiting, believe in recruiting, get ready for the work ethic that in order for me to meet 7 to 10 people, I will be required to call at least 5 people every day to ask for appointments. Can I have an appointment with you? Whether it's going to be an online appointment or it's going to be a face-to-face appointment, can I get an appointment with you? And I was talking with leaders in Rwanda yesterday, and I was like, wow, for Rwanda, if you're doing any meeting, everybody that has to attend the meeting, they have to do a COVID test, guys. Like you have to come with a COVID test certificate, which is not older than 72 hours. So imagine you are doing a business presentation and your guests have to go get a COVID test first to attend the business presentation. Super hard. I heard that, I'm like, wow, thank God I'm in Tanzania, So even when people go for weddings, they have to go for COVID test first. And then at the wedding entrance, there will be someone from the government scanning all those negative COVID certificates. Super hard, right? I'm agreeing with that. It's so freaking hard. But you see, we have to be willing to put in the work ethic. We have to be willing to go an extra mile and make things happen. 7 to 10 people a week, guys. 7 to 10 people, 7 to 10 people. Meet them face to face. Do an online meeting with them, 7 to 10. Remember, this will be the first things first that will give you the possibility for you to start recruiting. And in order for you to make that happen, you need to be calling 5 people minimum per day, asking for appointments with them. If you call less than 5 people, I can assure you, you're not going to meet 7 to 10 people. You may meet 7 people this week and next week, but you're not going to meet 7 people every week for the whole year. Because what you want is every week for the whole year. And when you think about that, some of you already say, oh my God, Enos, that's why I hate recruiting. It's so tough. No, that's called the work ethic part. That's the part where we say you need to be willing to put in the grinding. That's the grinding we're talking about in order for you to get the results that you want. You do that, the results will come. Every week we have business presentations all over. Just challenge yourself. On every business presentation, at least you have 3 guests. That's the strategy I'm sharing with you. Call minimum 5 people a day, meet 7 to 10 a week, have at least 3 prospects in a business presentation every week. I'm telling you, if you follow that strategy, it's going to happen for you. You will start recruiting. The team will start to grow. Things will start to happen for you. And you need to start talking positively about yourself when it comes to recruiting. You need to dream recruiting, but you need to believe that I'm going to recruit. You need to attach recruiting to positivity and not recruiting to negativity. You need to attach recruiting to success, not recruiting to pain. Attach recruiting to helping people, not recruiting to using people. You need to attach recruiting to financial freedom and not recruiting to toil. No, change that, the circuits in your mind when it comes to recruiting, how you talk to yourself about recruiting. More often than not, we discourage ourselves about recruiting before we were even discouraged by other people. And that's why I said other people, they only contribute 5%. 95% is from you, 100%. Finally, the end in mind, development. Now, why development is so important, and how do you know if I'm actually developing people in my team or not? If you want to measure development, by the way, this is Philip Ritter, the Diamond Manager and 10K GLT that we've had the honor to spend time with, and he's coming back to Tanzania again in January for a full month. This guy is serious about building a business in Tanzania, and the end in mind is there, and he's putting in the work ethic, So how do you know if you are truly building a team that is developing? Look at move-ups in your team. Do you have people moving up in your team? Like on monthly basis, you need to have people moving up. Are people going for incentives? And if you don't have people developing, you will never have residual income. And to make you understand residual income, I'm going to show you a chart that will make you understand residual income. But development is about level advancements and incentive qualifications. So you come into the business, you dedicate yourself that I'm going to work 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day. When I was building the business part-time, I was doing it 2 hours a day. So the hours you are going to put in are constant. I want you to see the power of development. The hours you're putting in are constant. So when you start, your income is going to be 0. And then you start to work the same hours, your income is increasing, and then it will get to a certain level. Your bonus will keep growing. Why? Because you are recruiting people, you are retailing, you are recruiting, and then it will get to a point whereby it kind of gets stuck there. Why it gets stuck there? Because this income here is the income that's coming from your personal sweat. It's the income that's coming from your personal, I would say, being there. It means if you're not there, that income will be affected, highly affected. And this income here is what most people experience in forever. They have a team yet. Yes, they do. They have a team. They have a group of people. but the team is not going for incentives and the team is not advancing in the marketing plan. And because they're not going for incentives and they're not advancing, guess what? You need to be constantly there with them, pushing them, carrying them, you know, going an extra mile just to get the things to remain on the same level. So at this level, you are working the business, you are putting in the hours, but you are doing all of that to maintain your income. Now, how do you go past that? You can only go past that when you start to create leaders in your team. And leaders can never be created if you don't have people in your team that are moving up the marketing plan or are going for incentives. Moving up the marketing plan or going for incentives. When you do that, then you start to enjoy the leadership income. And you know what happens when you start to get leadership income? The same hours will give you a bigger income. The same hours, bigger income. The same hours, bigger income. I can tell you, if you're working 5 hours a day in your business right now, and you're only working with non-managers, we know where your income can be. If next year you're working the same 5 hours, but you're not just working with your non-managers, the same 5 hours, but you have 2 people in your team that are going for ego manager. That means those are 2 legs of managers that are doing an average of 60 cc's. And because they're going for ego manager, they have the self-drive. Because they're going for ego manager, they don't need a lot of push from you because they have something in them that's pushing them. When you have people in your team that are going for incentives, guys, this is science. This is something you need to plan. This is something you need to understand and see how you can have it in your business. And right now, what I'm doing right now, as in my business, in our business right now, is we are thinking about which new legs of ego managers are we creating next year? Because we know if we have new legs going for ego manager next year, just from May, those are 60 cc's coming from manager. 6% of those 60 cc's on monthly basis, guys. Why would you want to miss out on that? This is what it means when you have development in your team. If you don't have a development, you only end on the blue income. The blue income. And most of the time, the blue income ranges between $1,000 to about $2,500, somewhere there. Leadership income comes now when you want to go for $10,000 a month, $7,000. Most of the time, that comes from leadership income. When you want to get to a point where Forever is paying you $50,000 a month, you don't make that income out of your personal effort. You have people in your team. Leaders in your team that are making it possible. Development is vital, it's crucial, it's super important. So you need to make sure that you are on track, following. And as a leader, you need to plan and set goals around development. You need to plan and set goals around having people in your team going for incentives. Right now, you need to think about Chairman's Bonus Level 3 and say, when am I going to have 6 people in my team going for Chairman's Bonus Level 3? Because if you do Chairman's Bonus Level 3, let me do some numbers here. If you do Chairman's Bonus Level 3, that year, you'll always make at least $350,000. Someone can help me convert that to rand. When you go for Chairman's Bonus Level 3, your income will never go below $350,000. So think about that income and ask yourself, when am I going to have my 6 people? That's called planning. That's called beginning with the end in mind. Now, when you have that end in mind there, clear, right in front of you, you are dreaming about it. Remember the mindset? You're dreaming about it, okay? And then it has to go to the next level where I'm believing. You know, when you're believing now, you're excited. When you're dreaming about it, sometimes you're not excited because the dream can be so heavy and it drags you backwards. But when you start to believe, things change, guys. The energy and the vibe, everything changes when you start to believe. You're going for it. Now, as a leader, because you know what it takes, you know the work needed, then you will be the best to train and show your team how they can get to manager. If you're a manager right now And if you want to go diamond manager, do you know what you need to do? You just need to look for 25 people, only 25 guys, not 2,500 people, 25. How many people are in Tanzania? 60. I don't know what's the population of Kenya, but I know it's not 1 million. I know Botswana is one of the countries that has got the smallest population. I know, but yet imagine the way they're smashing the business. You're only looking for 25. But also, as you are helping your team to become leaders, you need to be there as their supporter, right with them. Not only are you training, but you're walking with them. You know, if you go to climb a mountain, you'll have a guide. The guide is not going to say, okay, this is the map, go run. No, the guide will be there with you, walking with you. The guide will be there with you. When you get tired, the guide will say, you can do it. We'll encourage you. And that's the spirit you need to take now to your team, guys. Because you want these people to grow, to get to a level whereby on their own, they are running for incentives. On their own, they are running for level advancements in the business. Recruitment and development, guys. Development is the end in mind, is what you want to achieve at the end of the day. And recruitment is where you begin. Now, I know some of you right now are like, okay, this is getting exciting and also confusing, and it's getting overwhelming. Not at all. Let me tell you why it's not. After you have gotten the idea of where you want to go, where you want to arrive, that means you already have the end in mind. Right away, calm down and ask yourself, where do I begin today? What will be the first thing that I need to focus on today? And start there. Start there on the first thing. And I bet the first thing you'll realize is you need to recruit new people. You need to bring in new people into your business. You need to grow your business. Decide, what are you going to work on? Some of the ideas you cannot miss out. Retail, 4 to 5 CCs. You can take a screenshot of this. Don't miss out the 7 to 10 one-to-ones in a week. This is where you start, okay? This is where you start. And remember, one of the habits of highly effective people is first things first. This is where we start. Are you attending weekly business presentation? Look for at least 2 physical ones if you're doing physical business presentation in a month. In a month, I mean, not in weekly 2. In a month, at least 2 attend physically if you're blessed to be doing physical business presentation. Are you doing the volume mapping every day? I mean, every month? Are you doing them? Personal development. Remember, the 7th habit is sharpen the saw. Although that's the 7th habit, but it's the habit that carries everything else. Can you imagine if you did not attend this training? Maybe you wouldn't be thinking and dreaming about developing a team that's going for incentives, developing a team that's going for move-ups. Maybe you'll be thinking about that. Working with your team. How are you working with your team? You need to be ready to pick on this and saying, I'm going to start working on this. And when you start working on these ideas, guys, it starts today. We are in November right now. We still have what? Today is 25th. We still have about 5 days before we finish this amazing month. And remember, how you finish November and December will impact your your January. And that's going to impact your 2022. What are you doing in November? I know we might be having assistant supervisors right now. If you're an assistant supervisor right now, why don't you put a goal and say, I'm going to smash supervisor in December. So I'm going to put a base in November, 10 CCs, and then I go 15 CCs. Or worst comes to worst, go for 5 CC. I was about to speak Swahili. You've failed everything. Don't miss out on your 4 CCs. I mean, all in all, don't even miss on that 1 CC, but there must be goals that you're working on right now, things that will excite you. But these goals, make sure they are stepping stones towards the end in mind that you have. Don't just set goals which are hanging isolated. No, they should be connected to the end in mind that you want to achieve. And of course, you must beat October. And this is a mindset, guys. This is a mindset. I always have this mindset of beating the month that ended. And I always have the mindset of beating the year. Now, I don't always beat the months, but then I want to make sure I beat the years. I want to make sure 2021, I do better than 2020. So normally on these, last days of the year, I'm in tension, because I'm looking at so many things. I'm looking at my recruiting. I'm looking at development, like, how many new supervisors did you create this month? Did you have people that have moved up in the team? I'm looking at all those things because I want to beat what I did in the previous year. That way, I know I'm on the growth curve. I might not hit the major goal that I have, but I know I'm on the growth curve. And sometimes progress is all you need. Progress is all you need at times. Moving better is all you need. We are on 2x for X right now. Are you going to finish this year strongly? Are you going to go an extra mile? And as you're going for 2x for X, are you seeing how you going for 2x for X will actually help you and impact you on 2022? We have this challenge that in November, you need to do twice of what you did in September. That's what 2x for X is. November, do twice of what you did in September. So look at your September CCs and ask yourself, can you double them in November? Can you do twice of that in November? I'm telling you, once you have that, it will either be a flash. Maybe now it's just flashing. But when it gets to a point where you start dreaming about it, and then you believe, then you put in the work ethic, then you decide what strategy you're going to use to make it happen. I'm telling you, it's going to come to fruition. It's going to come to fruition. It will happen. Why not going for these amazing vacations? You need to dream going for these amazing vacations. We have an almost 4 months baby. And if there's one thing that I cannot wait is for the baby to grow bigger faster, because we haven't gone to some serious exotic vacations for years. And we want to go for this as a family. I'm dreaming about them. And I believe I'm going to make it. I believe we're going to do it. I'm ready to put in the work ethic. I will put in the work ethic. I mean, why don't you have a dream that one day I want to be brought into the forever stage in a Lamborghini, like the way Rolf Kip was brought into the forever stage in Dubai with a Lamborghini? What are your dreams? Are you having that end in mind? How crazy do you want to be with your business and with your company and with your everything about it? How far you want to go with it? You get to decide, guys. You get to dream how far you want to go. You make the decision. Do you want to have your parking lot like that one day? Maybe not your parking lot, but are you dreaming that one day you'll be having a meeting with your leaders and that will be the parking? Those will be the cars parked downstairs. You need to dream it. And then you need to believe, and then you need to be willing to put in the work ethic. But it starts with first dreaming. Don't let this to just be flash of ideas. No, let it get into you and dream you achieving it. Because if you're not gonna let it get into you, if you're not gonna dream, I can promise you, one day you'll walk into a forever meeting and someone will have their team driving these machines, and this will be you. This will be you. The guards will even be telling you, oh, there's no parking. And then you see a Bentley coming in and getting a parking. You know what happens when you're driving a super nice car? When you go to those 5-star hotels, they don't want you to park far. They tell you park right in front here. We want everybody that comes in to understand people like you come to our hotel. And then when you're driving a junk car, the guard comes very seriously, like, move, please go park there. You need to start dreaming it, and then you need to start believing it. And whenever we talk about dreaming and believing, go an extra mile. You decide where you want to go. You decide what is it that you want to do. But you know what normally stops most people is fear. It's just fear. It's just fear. It's just fear. And I want to give a story of Moses. You probably, all of you know, probably all better than me with Bible. The story of Moses in the Bible, God told Moses that take the rod that you are having, the stick that you are having, and throw it down. And when Moses threw it down, the rod turned into a snake. And of course, Moses was like scared, shocked, moved backwards. Like, what? My rod turned into a snake. He was scared, and it was scary. I'm sure it was scary. It would have been scary even for you. And then guess what God told Moses? Now hold, take that snake, grab that snake by the tail. And the moment Moses got the courage to do it, the snake turned back into a rod. And that's what happens when you choose to hold your fears by its tail. Everybody has got fears. They will always be there. I pray you get the courage to say, no matter the fears, I'm going to hold them. And when you hold them, the fears which look like a snake or which are snakes right now will turn into a rod. And then you'll have the rod in your hand. You'd have conquered your fears. Don't let fear stop you from believing that you can achieve the big, crazy goals that you have, because you can't. Don't let fear stop you from believing that you are not worth. Don't let fear stop you from believing that you can turn things around. I was in Zambia about 2 weeks ago, probably, and I learned a word that really, really excited me called filembulule, which means rewriting your story. Don't let your fear stop you from filembulule. Don't let fear stop you from rewriting your story, because fear will come in all shapes and form. Sometimes it will come with a shape of reminding you of how many times you fell right on your nose in front of people, and fear is going to make you feel like I'm going to lose again. But don't let, whenever you feel fear, grab it by its tail. Grab it by its tail. It's going to turn back into being a rod, and then definitely you can use it. My dear leaders, my amazing people, I really want to wish you an amazing close of 2021. I know we are on the final days of 2021, and I know these final days are vital, crucial, important for each and every one of us here. And I know we are serious, and I know we are committed into making sure that it happens. I know we want to go an extra mile. So do not forget, this time we're in right now is crucial. It's the bridge between closing strongly and kickstarting your 2022. You do not want to mess with these remaining days. And as you're pushing your business right now, have the end in mind. Think about the way you are going to maximize on this opportunity, and begin the first things first. Get into recruiting mode, vital, crucial. And as you are recruiting, always keep the end in mind, that I'm recruiting so that I can build a team that will be growing up the marketing plan, and a team that will be going after incentives that will get me to the residual income that I want, that will get me to literally everything that Forever offers. It's right in front of you, and me and you, we only have to put our minds right, get ready to put in the work ethic, and definitely sit down and put a plan and get to work. Thank you all so very much. Thank you so much, Kumo. Thank you so much, Veronica, for the opportunity of me spending time with these amazing leaders right now. And I know we are on fire, and I know we are going for big things. I know we're going to create egos next year like nothing, like it has never been done before. I know we're going to have move-ups like never before, and it's all up to us. 95% on us, only 5% is out of our control. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me bring the floor back to you. Kumo, the floor is back to you, leader. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, leader Enos. Thank you so much. You know, I don't even think I'll be able to sleep today. Thank you so much, guys. You know, they spoke of being people that go for incentives. Let me tell you, even if you are a preferred customer right now, even if you're an assistant supervisor right now, going for incentives simply means even that incentive that your leader puts on the table to help you chase your goals, you go for those small incentives. That is where it all starts. Going for small incentives will push you to go for even bigger incentives. Thank you so much, Enos. And you know what, my vision after this is to really build a team that goes for incentives. Thank you so much. You've literally made me dream bigger again. You know, I've been so comfortable being just a senior manager for the past, I think, 3 years now. I've been comfortable with being just a senior manager, perhaps because my income is more than what an ordinary senior manager makes. Maybe that's why I was comfortable. But I've seen today that I am actually missing out on a lot by remaining on senior manager level. So going forward, I will be that leader that develops leaders that go for incentives. I've learned so much. Guys, I hope you've learned as much as I have. I am speechless. Veronica, are you gonna quickly do the recognitions? Do we still have time? Oh, yes, we do. Without wasting time, guys, let us recognize people that have done 4 CCs. I mean, it's not even, it's the 25th today. It's not even month end. Some of them did 4 CCs way before the 15th as well. So let us congratulate all of them. Veronica, bring the names and let's congratulate. Put on the chat there, congratulations to Estine, who has achieved 4 CC. She's all the way in Namibia. Yvonne Semenya, congratulations on your 4 CCs. Naomi Cheche, congratulations. Let's congratulate them, guys. Let's congratulate Dr. Precious Matenda, all the way in Namibia. Well
guys,
done.
let's see the fires in, and you guys that have been recognized, remember you're being recognized, you know, in front of the top leader here, you know, so what an honor today, yeah.
Lorraine Selena, well done. Linda Gay, well done. Congratulations, guys. This is a big deal. Sibusiso Dlamini, congratulations on your 4 CCs. Let's keep it rolling. Liketseng Koto, congratulations. Well done, well done. Lebogang Murausile, congratulations on achieving your 4 CCs. Woohoo! Malesh Tanta, well done. Congratulations. Julius Mkondia, congratulations, congratulations. Zanika Semuguruka, sorry for not pronouncing it properly, but well done. Louisa Mukaleng, congratulations on achieving your 4 CCs. Julum Tinga, well done, congratulations. Nelisiwe Klope, well done, congratulations. All these people achieved the 4 CC before the 25th. So this is a very big deal. Halima Abbas, congratulations, well done. Honest Anderson, congratulations, well done. Woo! Heather Mhika, well done on your 4 CC. Palim Mwambene, congratulations. Gerishon Mwangi, well done, well done, well done. Wow, Tembekilen Debele, well done. We've got so many people that are doing CCs.
That was the last, I believe, yeah.
Hey?
That was the last one? Yeah, so this plain one is for you that is not here, you know, for next year. But just remember that we still have got up to the end of the month. So if you're at 1 CC, at 2 CC, as the leader said, even if you're not gonna go for 4 CC, obviously go for it, you know, and trust me, like in the group today, we are talking about, you know, the power of a made up mind, you know, like once you've made up your mind, you can go for anything. You are unstoppable. You can do anything. So up until end of the month, you still have the chance to do your 4 CC, you know, and that is exactly what we are having this meeting today. You understand? And when it comes to incentive, obviously, this is the #1 incentive you should go for. You can't go for ego if you're not doing your 4 CC, you know, and don't let a month pass you by, you know, just pass you by without pushing for anything. You understand? So like, congratulations, everybody. Thank you so much, Kumo. But we have got one announcement. Kumo, go ahead.
So this is for everybody that is in Gauteng or in the nearest provinces. On the 16th of December, we will be having a Christmas party to close the year. Of course, we're not closing the year on the 16th. Our year literally ends on the last day of the month, the 31st of December by midnight. That is when we end the year. But this is just to celebrate everyone, to say, you know what, we've stayed in the business throughout the pandemic. We didn't give up on our goals. So we're going to celebrate on the 16th of December. Let us come, dress in a colorful way, be colorful, be nice. We are going to celebrate all of you. So we're hoping that you will join us, and there'll be powerful leaders at this event that will motivate you and share their journey, and will be eating and looking beautiful. So please, please, please attend if you are able to. We are looking forward to having you there. And in closing, guys, I want to repeat what Mr. ENOS Salema said. He says, make sure that every new month you do better than the previous month. So this November, we are definitely going to do better than October. Over to you, Veronica, to end off the meeting.
So much have been said, so I just want to say thanks to everybody that stayed to the end. Congratulations for everybody that done their 4cc and above by the 25th. And special congratulations to our, special thanks to our top leader, ENOS SALEMA, for taking your time. I know you're so busy, but you still agreed to be with us today. And like this session was powerful, direction was given here, motivation was given here. And what I love, as Kumo was saying, is being able to like really think and create that vision, and I think I've been asking you, I think we're gonna have a meeting for that, because and I remember you saying it on one of your Instagram's videos, how one can have a powerful company or something, run a big company, but you're talking about a company, but then I translated that into having a big team and all that. And well, I know, and you guys that are here, that we are led. We are led by powerful leaders, and it's just really up to us. And the Forever Promise is real. Forever Promise is there. It's really up to us to just make it happen for ourselves, and not only for ourselves. Remember, when you are, pushing through for your business, you're not really doing it for yourself, but rather you're doing for your family, for your generation. And there's nothing as powerful as that. There's nothing as fulfilling as that. Knowing that you're building a business that is going to break that poverty curse, in your generation. And so we are so blessed. Let's just go and do the work. Let's close the month strong. Let's make sure that you're closing December strong. And I so much believe that 2022 is going to be a year like none other. 2022, ladies and gentlemen, 2022. But that 2022 has begun now. That recruitment that is going to bring the results for 2022 is now. You cannot wait for January. We have to get started now, okay? So thank you all very much, and I wish you all great success. See you all at the top. See you at Ego Manager Summit.
Yes, see you in Abu Dhabi, actually.
Yeah. Guys, this fire, the fire, tap into the momentum, tap into the fire, tap into the anointing, ladies and gentlemen. We are unstoppable, we are team wealth, let's live the life, that our team speak. Let's speak the positivity, the wealth, the blessings, like God. Yes, yo. Guys, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I'm just gonna be recording this video, so please, for the host, don't log out yet. Recording the messages here, the chats.